Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel, Father and Son Petrolheads. Not very often son, father again. Thought I'd do a little rant, and I wasn't going to post a rant because I took one in the car last week because something infuriated me about the M4 and my regular journey into work, which is where I am right now. Excuse me. And then I saw a video that Katie Hopkins had posted, which touched a nerve with me, so I just thought I'd put my little rant up and you can do with it as you wish. It's my opinion, it's nobody else's. Everything that I believe is a fact, especially last week. So when you get on the M4 at the Heathrow junction, which is where I live, the speed limit is 60 miles an hour, and there's a big sign that Mr. Khan is very proud of saying, speed limit for air quality. Bullshit. First of all, you're next to Heathrow Airport. Don't tell me the air quality is better at Heathrow Airport just because we're going slower. That's crap. And yes, it is a rant, and as I say, do with it as you wish. But just before you got to the gantry where the speed camera was, and only on that gantry, the speed limit went down to 50 miles an hour. And then once you got past the gantry and past the camera, it went back up to 60. Now, Katie Hopkins posted something on this, and I'm sure has had lots of contacts and everything else. I'm not Katie Hopkins. I'm nowhere near as famous. I'd like to be, or infamous, perhaps. But the point stands, and she made the very valid point that we're, in particular the motorists, but generally being absolutely persecuted in this country. And we keep just saying yes, and we keep putting up with it, and it's ridiculous, you know. From my end anyway, I just think we're all mad. We just keep saying yes and keep paying the fines. And that incident last week proves it's nothing to do with air quality, because it was only while you were at the gantry where the camera was. Either side of that was 60. So, TFL, Khan, whoever you are, whatever you are, you're lying. Anyway. There's another little rant about London, which is where I work, and I hope that everybody posts, likes, shares. I'm sick to death of Prius drivers driving around on petrol. They're electric. Use them if that's what you're going to do. Nobody does. There's loads of things I could pick out. I'm not going to. Apologies if it's a bit too long. Anyway, I'll leave you with the rest of the video. The reason I didn't post my rant about the M4 last week is simply because when I drive in it's dark and when I go home it's dark. So there seemed little point in a black hole, if you like, talking to you. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Tell your friends. Speak to you soon. Cheers. Morning everyone. Apologies for it being loud. I'm under a railway bridge, but there's a reason for that. Here is a cycle lane. As you've just seen, there's a cyclist going past on the road, in the bus lane. Who thinks that's a good idea? This is Queenstown Road, by the way, which I'm going to show why is really stupid and down to the Mayor of London. May not have been this mayor, but he'll probably agree with it and make it even worse. So first of all, the cycle lane is on the pavement, this side of the road. Brilliant. However, on the other side of the road, I'll just show you. You've got those stupid poles, right? Which limits the width of the road. This side, it's even worse, because the road is limited by the bus lane, which, I hasten to add, you can't fit a bus in, because it's not wide enough. So what does the bus do? It takes up the car lane as well, which quite obviously defeats the object of having a bus lane, because it can't go any faster because there's cars in the way. Why are there cars in the way? Because there's a bus lane. It's ridiculous. Never mind 20 mile an hour speed limits for no reason at all. I thought it was supposed to be safety. It's nothing to do with congestion. I'll just demonstrate this. Look, this is great. There's a bus lane where the bus is actually on the curb. It's gone up the curb and now can't fit. So you've got a bus lane where the bus can't move. That's smart, isn't it? Well done, Mr. Khan. And now everybody can't move. Isn't he a genius? And all you do-gooders, and I'm sorry I'm grumpy this morning, but all my points are valid, and Katie Hopkins and Jeremy Clarkson can say all this, and they get national coverage, good or bad. Well, the truth is, I don't care either. What I'm saying, you've just seen. We've got a bus lane that doesn't fit a bus. We've got a cycle lane that fucking cyclists don't use. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous situation that's only going to get worse. And never mind all of that, because I want to keep it brief, otherwise people get really bored. You know when they tell you, turn your TV off at night, turn off those extra lights. I'm going to put a picture up that I took yesterday morning on my way into work, which will demonstrate that you can do that to all your environmentalists. And you'll see why. Albert Bridge, which is the next bridge up from where I work, and indeed Chelsea Bridge this morning, were lit up like a Christmas tree. I'll put the picture up. Time to wake up, people. Time to get real. There you go. Bus lane. Lorry in it. Bus is actually over both sides of the road. And there's the stupid cycle lane. Put it on the pavement like this side, so at least you can use that side of the road. Wake up, people. Wake up and smell the coffee. The motorist in particular, and we all know it already, is being completely ripped off by successive governments. This government are championing we haven't raised fuel duty. That's because you've been ripping us off for the last 15 years, whoever you are. But what do? We just sit and take it and go, yes. And London in particular, it's because there's too much money. I work in Battersea, near Chelsea. Every other car's a Range Rover, Aston, Porsche, whatever. What do they care? What do they care? How many Teslas are actually owned by real people and not companies? I would suggest, though I don't know, not that many. And you actually think you're doing good for the planet. My son has a friend who worked for Ford. A Mustang Mach-E went through a flood. It ruined the battery. How much do you reckon for the battery? It wrote the car off. Wake up, people. Wake up and smell the coffee. Sorry, I keep saying it, but it's true. And I mean it. I'll put the picture up. Check out Albert Bridge. And that's on from when I leave work at 5 o'clock. And when I come into work at 6 o'clock the next morning, it's still on. And we all just keep saying yes. Not anymore. Well, not for this one anyway. I will continue to drive my gas-guzzling V8, and I will continue to drive my ULEZ and everything else exempt Morris Minor, and do that to Sadiq Khan, because I'm sick of it. It's about time all the normal people, not the jumped up idiots who think that they're saving the planet by buying an £80,000 Tesla. It's time for all the normal people to stand up and be counted. So, apologies for the rant. No, not apologies for the rant. Why should I apologise? What I'm speaking is the truth. A bus lane that doesn't fit a bus in it. So if there's a bus coming the other way, the bus can't pass because the other bus has blocked the road. Do the math. Thanks ever so much for watching my little rant. I don't mind. Comment, like, share, kick it around, whatever. But everything is true. Thanks for watching. See you soon.